Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about what you can do to protect yourself from red flag laws, okay? The first thing that you can do and you should do is be alert and be aware when you are about to become the victim of one of these red flag laws, okay? Basically, if you're in the middle of a divorce case, or basically if you just had some type of drama in your house, where if you have a crazy family members who have been known in the past to get people outside of your home involved in your business, that's a good indication that they're probably going to try and target you for one of these red flag laws. Okay, so what can you do? Get the guns out of the house. Okay, it's probably not a good idea to bring it to another place that that you also own. Like if you have a second home, that's probably not the best place to put it, because they find one home, they're probably going to find the other home. Okay, one of the things that people will sometimes consider is giving their guns to another family member or another friend. But then the question becomes is how well can you actually trust other people? So what I suggest is you rent out a place. Okay, either another apartment, or a storage unit, someplace that's secure, that perhaps can be alarmed, and store your stuff there, and prepay it like a year or two in advance, so that if for any reason you're not able to make your payments, if you're not able to get there to make your payments, they're not going to auction off your property. Okay, so that's the first step in protecting yourself from red flag laws. Okay, be aware of the possibility that you might become a victim of one of these laws. And if there's some drama going on in your life, with ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, crazy relatives, get the guns out of the house. That's the easiest, cheapest thing for you to do. Get the guns out of the house. Get them somewhere. Rent out a place, a storage unit. Pay cash in advance, so it can't be easily traced back to you. And basically protect your property. Okay, all these red flag laws that basically they're taking away your property without due process, they're unconstitutional. I'm pretty sure that at some point in the future, some rational constitutional court will throw those laws out. But until you get to that point, you're at risk. And even if that point does come, I mean, at the point where once they take away your guns, realistically you're not going to get them back. Even if you are in the right, even if you're able to prove 100% that this case was fraudulent against you, it's going to cost you a lot, because you got to pay lawyers. Okay, you don't just show up to the court and say, hey, the charges against me were dropped, give me my guns back. The court's not even going to listen to you. You basically have to hire lawyers that will present that argument to the court in a way that they can accept it, and in a way that they have to look at it. So, once you lose the guns, it becomes very expensive for you to get them back. So, the easiest solution for you, is to protect your property. If your property is at risk at where you live now, get it someplace else. I personally prefer not to get other people involved, so I would seek a storage unit, preferably one that's not in my immediate area, that's many miles away, because that's another possibility that if they're looking for your property, they might anticipate that maybe you're storing it at one of the local storage units. So maybe you don't want to store your property at the closest one. Maybe you want to store one that's a couple of towns away from where you live. Thanks for watching. I hope that helps some of you guys out. Talk to you guys next time.